Thomas Jefferson. The very name is synonymous with American ideals, liberty, democracy, and the pursuit of happiness. He was the author of the Declaration of Independence, a brilliant philosopher, and the third president of the United States. But a deeper look at his life reveals a profound and troubling paradox. How could a man who wrote "All men are created equal" own over 600 human beings? This is the core of the controversy that defines his legacy. Today we'll explore the contradictions of Thomas Jefferson, the celebrated revolutionary and the conflicted slave owner. Born in 1743 in Virginia, Jefferson was a man of the Enlightenment. He was a polymath who studied law, architecture, and science. His most monumental achievement came in 1776 when he was tasked with drafting the Declaration of Independence. The powerful opening lines, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness," became a foundational creed for the new nation and a beacon for human rights movements around the world. As president, he negotiated the Louisiana Purchase, effectively doubling the size of the United States and shaping its destiny for centuries to come. But at the same time he was articulating these ideals, Jefferson was also the master of Monticello, a vast plantation where he owned hundreds of enslaved people. He depended on their forced labor to build his home, tend his fields, and manage his household. In his own writings, he expressed moral opposition to slavery, even calling it a moral depravity and a hideous blot. Yet he never freed the vast majority of his enslaved people during his lifetime, and his will only granted freedom to a handful of individuals. The most enduring and personal of these controversies is his relationship with Sally Hemings, an enslaved woman at Monticello. For over 2 centuries, the claim that Jefferson fathered children with Hemings was debated by historians. In 1998, a DNA study provided strong evidence that Jefferson was indeed the father of at least one of Sally Hemings' children. This revelation forced a re-evaluation of his life, his morals, and his legacy. It created a stark contrast between his public image as a champion of freedom and his private life, which was entangled in a relationship based on the fundamental power imbalance as slavery. Thomas Jefferson's legacy is not a simple one. He gave a nation its most cherished ideals, yet he failed to live up to them in his own life. He was a champion of the common man who lived as an aristocrat. His story forces us to grapple with the idea that our heroes can be deeply flawed, and that the grand principles they espouse can be in direct conflict with their actions. Understanding Jefferson is not about choosing a side, but about understanding the complex tapestry of American history. It's a reminder that progress is a long, difficult road, and even the greatest visionaries can be products of their time. So, how do we reconcile the two sides of Thomas Jefferson? Let us know your thoughts in the comment.